Good morning. Today we are going to be working on a strong foundation, the legs, the feet, and the hips with the rest to follow in Warrior 2 and a couple warrior poses in that flow today. So we're really going to be working on the strength in the lower half of the body and of course engaging the core and strong arms, but we're working with the gracefulness of the arms and the upper body and a strong lower body. So starting at the top of the mat, we're going to warm up the spine. It's going to feel a little awkward if you're not used to doing a cat-cow practice standing, but it'll be a fun and new experience for you to try something new. So you want to have a bend in the knees. First, find your feet. Grip the mat nice and firm. I like to actually kind of touch the mat with all 10 toes a little bit, and then press through the outer edges of the feet as well as the inner and the heels. When you feel like your feet are rooted and grounded, bend the knees just slightly. Take your hands on your thighs, and then you're going to start with the tailbone. So lift the tailbone up and back behind you, so you have this really deep curve. You're working towards this curve in the low back. Press the belly forward, and then press your spine forward towards your chest all the way up until the chin and the head leans back. And then, with keeping the head where it is, tuck and round the tailbone so that the upper back starts to round, the shoulders come forward, and naturally the chin and the head come tucked in. Okay, so inhale, let's line up the breath, tilt the tailbone, pull the belly forward, and press your spine forward against the inside of the body. That's what I like to imagine. On the exhale, keep the head where it is, tuck the tailbone, round the shoulders, slink your way forward. And one more time. So leave the head where it is. Inhale, lift the tailbone. Press the belly forward, kind of like someone's pushing your chest forward from behind. Chin comes up, look up last, and then keep the head where it is, tuck and round the low back. And just lay over the thighs, come into a forward fold. Let go in the breath, in the mind, so that you can practice being here and now in your body during this yoga flow. Take one deep breath in this forward fold as you root down through the feet, and let the neck and the head hang and relax. Arms are heavy. We're going to slowly roll up the spine, let the arms hang heavy as you come all the way up to standing. Root and rebound. Rooting down through the feet, lifting up through the head. Open up the hands, the palms, spread the fingers wide. Next, inhale, sweep the hands out, stretching out as far as you can in both directions as you reach up. Great. Press the palms together and then bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift up through the head. You can kind of let your eyes gaze up and let the head follow. Exhale, reach down for the ground. Plant your hands, root your fingers into the mat, and then walk your feet back to a plank pose. Take a deep breath in through the nose, expand the lungs through the rib cage. And exhale, come down all the way. Use the knees, or you don't have to. Inhale, lift the chest, untuck the toes, squeeze the legs. You can be an up dog here already if you want, or start low like I am in this seal pose, low back stretch. Let's stay here for another breath. One more inhale. And on the exhale, lower the chest down. Bring the hands on either side of the ribcage. Tuck your toes. Keep exhaling. Press up. And then back to downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths in down dog. Pedal out the feet. Press one heel down at a time. And reach your hips up high. So just like when we practiced that cat-cow standing, tilt the tailbone up towards the sky, just like you were when we were practicing on our inhale for cow pose. And the chest is pressing down towards the feet and the ground. Let the head and the neck relax. Kind of shake it out, wiggle it out a little bit. Strong arms, and spiral those elbows and shoulders underneath and around. Look forward and start to slowly walk forward. I think of like walking on the moon. Taking your time, curious about the steps that it takes and how it feels. When you arrive at the top, on your inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, let it go. Drape over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide like wings and let them lift you up. Rise up nice and tall, breathing in, full breath, press the palms. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment to just check in with yourself, your state of mind, and notice how you feel at this moment. Maybe it feels different than when you started. Sweep the hands down, and then let's get into this flow. So spiral the arms out and up. Exhale, sweep and drape the body over your legs, just like you're laying down a blanket. Inhale, halfway lift. You choose the way you want to lift up. Straight arms, long spine. Exhale, walk the feet back or step back into plank pose. Lower down through a vinyasa, or you can go straight to downward facing dog. On the inhale, lift up, cobra or up dog. And then exhale, lift everything up, hug it up like someone's picking you up from your hips, back to down dog. Big full breaths here. Maybe move the tailbone side to side a little so you're kind of wagging and stretching into the side body, ribs. Okay, so here on the inhale, flex the right foot and lift it up. Just let it hover above. And then pause where it feels that your hips are in alignment. And on the next exhale, you're going to hum up onto the toe mound, hinge forward, bring your shoulders right above your wrists, hold strong, grip the mat with your fingertips, press up and away a little bit more, and then hug your knee into your nose, towards your nose, plant the foot up at the top of the mat. Take your back heel down. So we're going to set ourselves up here. Just for this first one, I'll give you a little more instruction. You can open up the feet a little bit wider so that your heels are actually either lined up with one another or slightly wider. So you can heel toe your right foot out to the outer edge, your left foot to the edge of the left side of the mat. Once you feel sturdy and strong, press through both heels, the toe mounds, and then rise up. Core is strong. Legs are supportive. Reach the arms up to the ceiling and spread the fingers wide. So you have some options in the arms here. You can take your arms out wide like cactus arms or like a goalpost. And breathe in, expand. almost like your arms are an extension of your lungs. On this next breath in, open up a little bit wider, squeeze the shoulder blades in towards one another, like you want to hold something in between your shoulder blades. And on the exhale, slowly hug the arms in toward one another, like you're pressing a ball in between the hands. Inhale, open up, expand all the way until you can squeeze your shoulder blades. Hold on to a pencil. And on the exhale, hug it in. Squeeze at the chest even. Great. Inhale, open up, reach the arms up to the sky. And then we're going to sweep the hands down to frame the foot. Turn onto the back toe and then step it back. You can go through a vinyasa or to downward facing dog. If you're in down dog, take a few breaths. And this is not a resting pose. If you need to take a rest, you can come down into child's pose. Otherwise, you're actually working all of the muscles from fingertips to toes in downward facing dog. Grip the mat firmly with your hands. Lengthen out the spine. Draw your shoulder blades down towards your spine or towards your tailbone. That part of the spine. Let's do the other side. Ready? Inhale, flex the left foot and lift it up, raise it up slowly. Find the point where your hips are squared off. Come up onto the toe mound of the right foot and then bring the shoulders over the wrists. Hug your knee into your nose and then step your foot up as high as you can in between the hands. Take your right heel down, and then when you're set up, do what you need to do. Maybe take your feet a little wider. Bend into that front left knee so that it's right over the top of your left ankle. And then inhale to rise with a lot of confidence that your legs are in a perfect place to support you. And this is called mindful movement. Knowing where your body is in space and how it feels before you make the next move. Open up the arms for cactus arms or goalpost arms, whatever makes you feel more ambitious if you like feeling that way, which it does help when you're doing a vinyasa flow. On your inhale, open up even further, squeeze the shoulder blades and maintain that seat. So sit your hips down into your warrior one pose here, even while you're working with the arms. Okay, one more breath here. You should still be squeezing the shoulder blades. And on the exhale, hug it in like you're trying to press two walls together. Inhale, open up, expand, almost like something is heavy. Maybe there's a thick glue that you're trying to push your hands through. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Make sure your knee is over that heel. We tend to want to start to come out of it. And on your exhale, squeeze and push. It's more of a pushing, I guess. Push everything toward one another. Great. And then inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Spread the fingers wide. Feel into the core. Hug the navel in and up towards the spine. And exhale, sweep the hands down. Step the foot back. Go through a vinyasa, which I will this time. Inhale, up dog. Open up the chest, expand the rib cage. Exhale, down dog. Great, so we're going to build on to that. Inhale, sweep that right leg up. come up onto the toes, hinge forward, bring the knee, step it forward, plant the feet down, set up for warrior one, reach the arms up to the sky. And here you can choose to open up with the arms reaching high or open up straight to the goalpost arms. And then we're going to exhale, open the arms out wide for warrior two. So the same foundation from the hips down, but we're opening up the upper body and turning our torso to face the direction that your left foot is pointing. One more deep breath. Open up from the inside of the thighs. Spiral the left thigh under and up. The same with the right. And on your exhale, sweep the hands down to frame the foot. Once again, come onto the back toes. Step back, go through vinyasa or down dog. If you go straight to down dog, just take a couple deep breaths, pedaling out the feet and working that pose. Inhale, lift the left leg up, flex the foot. Exhale, bring it through, step it forward. Set yourself up for a strong foundation of warrior one. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Choose your arm formation, creation. And exhale, open the arms out wide, warrior two. And reset, turn the torso and the chest so that if there was a wall behind you, the shoulders and the shoulder blades, the rib cage, the hip bone, everything would touch. Or the top of the pelvis, sacrum. And then open up this knee, make sure it's pressing outward. It tends to want to collapse, so check in with your own and make sure that your alignment is where it should be. So we can keep our bones and our joints healthy. Deep breath in, exhale, sweep the hands down, step back, vinyasa or down dog. And if you're going into upward dog, lift the thighs, the legs all the way up from the mat. Press into the tops of the feet. And exhale, downward facing dog. This time when we lift up our right leg, point your toe. So inhale, point the toe and open up the leg up as high as you want to. You can open up the hip. Breathe in, exhale, step it through. Here we go. Warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open up warrior two. And then we're adding on reverse warrior. Take your back hand to the back of your left thigh and reach your right arm up, straight up to the sky. Like you're looking straight up for the North Star. Hug the core, especially the right abdominals here. Hug everything into the midline, to the center, right where the belly button is. You can imagine there's a zipper all the way up through the core and the chest, and that's where you're hugging all of your energy in. Next exhale, sweep the hand down and go through a vinyasa. I encourage you to push through the times where maybe you want to just go straight to down dog and maybe take one more vinyasa. Inhale, point the left toes, lift the leg up as high as you want. Keep your right heel planted. Work that for a minute, and then on your exhale, bring it through like gracefully, step it to the top. When you're ready, inhale, reach the arms up high, warrior one. Exhale, open up the arms in the front of the body, warrior two. And then reverse the warrior, flip the left palm and slide the hand straight up, spread the fingers, maybe even point up to the sky. Make sure you're sitting down low enough to work your legs, your quads, and straighten, squeeze the muscle of this right thigh. Big full breaths. And next to exhale, sweep the hands down, vinyasa or down dog. And go through this vinyasa mindfully. Don't just try to get through it and use down dog as a destination. It's all a part of a little journey while we're doing this meditation in motion. Okay, so this will be our right side. We'll go through that flow of warrior one, warrior two, and reverse warrior. And then we'll do the other side. Ready? Inhale, reach the right leg up. Choose if you want to flex the foot or point the toe. Exhale, bring it through, step it, plant, root and rise, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, open up. And inhale, reverse the warrior. Strong core. Exhale, sweep the hand down, frame the foot, vinyasa or down dog. And other side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring it to the top. Nice and gently. Strong legs, root and rise. Inhale, reach the arms, look up. Exhale, open up wide. And inhale, reverse the warrior. Grow tall through the inside of the arm. And exhale, sweep the hands. Vinyasa or down dog. Awesome. We did it. We did our flow. Look forward, walk, step, or maybe float to the top of the mat. I'm going to float. On the exhale, if you're doing the float. When you get to the top, inhale, halfway lift, reach to the crown of the head and plant your weight into the heels, into the back side of the body as well. Exhale, fold, drape over. And inhale, rise up all the way. Mountain pose, press the palms, and exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment. Feel into the heart beating in your chest. Just connect with the body aspect of you. I think it's important to have a close relationship with our bodies. And the more body awareness you have, the more you understand what it needs. Okay, so last little bit of a challenge here. Come up onto the toes. You can take your hands out in front for a little balance. Bend the knees and then slowly lower all the way down into your seat. When you get there, continue to lower down onto your back. We'll do a bridge pose here. I'm just going to fix my mat. So right on your back. Keep the knees bent. Reach the hands down, palms face down, fingers spread wide. We always want to have the hands open. Really the whole body have a sense of openness. Press through the heels and then lift your pelvis up towards the heavens. You can continue to squeeze the glutes as you press your hips up higher and higher. And also maintain a squeeze in between the upper thighs too. The quads, hugging up, lifting up the hamstrings too. So everything is squeezing and lifting up. As well as rooting down through the feet and the hands. Put a little bit of power into the hands as well here and the arms. Keep the chin tucked into the chest. Look down at the belly. Take a couple more deep breaths here as you see the breath fill the belly up with air, rise, and then as you exhale, you'll see the belly fall. Let's practice it one more time. So just keep on breathing and pressing the belly up on the inhale and let it fall on the exhale. On your next exhale, slowly lower the spine back down, mid back, and then the tailbone will touch last. Let the knees fall from the left and the right. And then extend your legs out flat for a final rest here. Allow the feet to fall apart. Relax and soften every inch of the body. Let the brows soften, your jaw relax. And you can stay here for as long as you'd like, or start to wiggle your way out of here. Maybe make a big stretch before coming out, and just move slowly, mindfully through the rest of your day as well. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste, and I'll see you tomorrow.